today provides an excellent combination of emotional sensitivity and common sense. I'm Jeff Jower.
And I'm Rick Levine for Planet Pulse on this Sunday, May the 4th. Jeff, I can't help myself. May the 4th be with you.
And for you as well.
Well, there we go. It's an interesting day because the moon in Cancer often represents a time when emotionally we pull back, we withdraw, we are sensitive to what's going on. There's not a lot of other distractions today, but the moon itself is a major distraction, so to speak.
Well, and I think in a good way, it's a very active moon. In the wee hours of the morning, particularly on the east coast of the U.S. and somewhere out in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, the moon will be making some choppy aspects, some rough waters. But then, before 9 o'clock in the morning, East Coast time, the moon joins generous Jupiter, which expands hopes, raises our feelings of optimism, but they're not boundless and silly and necessarily excessive.
No, well, I think part of the background note of this month is expansive Jupiter moving into its harmonious trine later on in the month with contractive Saturn. And today the moon hits both of them. But we may wake up in the morning with that moon-Jupiter conjunction in Cancer wanting extra croissants in bed. I mean, it's the feeding of oneself. It's the nurturing. And yet I think you're right. As the day moves on, because the moon moves to trine Saturn, it's not exact until 6:45 East Coast, United States this evening, but that pulls that energy in gradually, and it's almost like we get to work with that all day. We get to start out magnanimous, big, nurturing, overindulging in our own, intake of food and yumminess, and then kind of tone it down progressively all day.
Yeah, I think that's a good description because Saturn has a reputation of being harsh. It's in Scorpio, which is not always the gentlest of signs, but this evening we get restraint in a comfortable form, which hopefully allows us to establish patterns of consistency and discipline that will last far beyond this evening. I'm Jeff Jower.
And for Planet Pulse, I'm Rick Levine.